That was easy.
We have fake iPhone. So this phone is from a company, I think their name is GoPhone, and basically every year they strive to make fake iPhones. We had an iPhone 11 Pro Max from them earlier, and it was not the coolest phone ever. So this phone retails for $230. The real iPhone 13 Pro retails for 15 or 1600 Canadian, I believe. So we're gonna be comparing this to a real one, and we're also gonna be making sure that you don't get scammed buying this and thinking it's a real iPhone 13. I wonder if this phone has MagSafe. If it doesn't, you know I'm gonna add it. I have to add MagSafe to everything and anything. What is this? What? Did I get scammed? Oh. Okay. So it seems like they put it in a different box for shipping purposes. If this was showing and custom saw it, they'd probably seize this, I think. This actually looks really good. So this is a real authentic iPhone 13 Pro box, and this is the fake 13 Pro Max box. It even has the little pull tabs that Apple's come with, and the colors are a tiny bit off, but aside from that, it looks really, really good. We're going to be opening these two up side by side. Obviously, I've already opened this, but I just want to see how similar it is. And if you could possibly get scammed into thinking that this is a real iPhone 13 Pro Max. So we're gonna start off by removing these little tabs. So Apple doing this is great for the environment, but it makes it easier for people to scam you, which is also not good. So environment, getting scammed, it's up to you to decide which one's more important. What the actual? The camera's eye is like a Sharingan. Why is this blue? Can you guys see this? What is going on with this camera? Seriously, who did this? Why is it blue? And the flash has like a tint of pink in it. I thought this would be good, but I don't think so. So we're off to a terrible start. The box is super messed up. They didn't put a lot of care into packaging this. And the phone, like from far, maybe you'd think this is an iPhone 13 Pro Max, but if I saw a person with a blue camera, I would laugh. I cannot help it. Comes with the same things that iPhones come with, and they also excluded the charger because it's a replica. So I'm taking a look at the phone, and I can literally see where they glued the back on. The glue is visible. This is not a good replica so far. We're gonna take off the seal. The buttons feel terrible. It boots with the Apple logo, so at least we have that. These are obviously running Android with a modified version to make it look like iOS. So the phone booted on, there's a big notch here, and obviously the screen is nowhere near as thin as the actual iPhone 13 Pro. The fonts are super off, like they are every year, but oh well. It wants you to input your Apple ID. Guys, if you ever buy a fake phone, do not put your Apple ID in. They'll take it and start using your Apple ID. All right, so we are at the home screen, and this is running fake iOS 15. So I'm just gonna go through the phone and use it and see what's going on. So far, the software is actually kind of smooth. Last year, I checked out the 11 Pro Max, and they had really weird pictures. So we're gonna check again and see if... Why? Of course they include the same weird... Oh my god, I can't show that. Yeah. Why does this come stock? This is why people buy this phone, eh? That's one of the most important things with this software. They have to include these pictures. I guess it comes with the deal. But yeah, let's check out the camera and let's see what that Sharingan camera looks like. So the camera's completely fake. It doesn't do anything at all. Only this camera works. This camera's fake as well, I can tell. I think they might have forgotten to take off a seal of some sort because there's not supposed to be blue. So I had to load up one of their wallpapers because it comes stock and they're very good wallpapers, so why not use them? Anyway, the App Store takes us directly to the Google Play Store, but it's the Google Play Store reinvented. They actually designed a new store. I mean, this phone is pretty slow, I'm not gonna lie. And it's doing things without me even asking. You might actually convince some people that this is real, but I would not be one of them, especially with this blue camera. Why? So I know I'm roasting this phone quite a bit, but I do have to give them credit when it comes to the software. I mean, it's very hard to get such a similar software to iOS without actually using iOS. The one extreme giveaway is the keyboard. It's obviously rocking an Android keyboard. But aside from that, I mean, all the apps look the same. All the functions are pretty much the same. Although they're a lot slower and have different fonts, they are the same. So apparently this has Face ID. So let's try and check if... What the hell? I'm scared to do this because China, but... All right, so apparently my face has been registered and it doesn't work. Oh, it worked. So Face ID actually works. Very surprised that that works. It's smoother than the 11 Pro Max for sure, but it's still very, very crappy. Not really worth 230 bucks in my opinion, but I want to see what's inside this phone. Before we do that though, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna test and compare the real camera to the fake camera and see the difference. So we got both these phones in video. We're gonna take some shots and record them side by side and see how they perform. Oh. Nice. All right. Cut. So while we were outside, that happened. I live in Canada, so it's very icy, and I slipped on some ice, and the phone is dead. But screen is still alive, so that's good enough for me. We were gonna open the phone up anyway, so this makes my life easier. So let's go ahead and do that. So even though this has two bottom screws, it still opens from the back. They're just there for show. This whole phone seems to be for show. There's not a lot of practical use for this phone. I don't think anyone could actually use this day to day. And the battery's not even fastened. The battery is not adhered at all. It just moves around. So, great build quality. For 230 bucks, you can get an iPhone 8 or probably an iPhone 10 if you look hard enough. So that's what we should be kind of comparing this to. There we go. We got the phone opened and it's not that pretty. I think you can just pull this off. No, you can't. So we're gonna unscrew everything and look at the internals. Unscrew. Oh, by the way, guys, those pictures weren't as good as it gets. There's actually another video on here that you guys might find interesting. This comes stock, by the way. I didn't put this on. If anyone speaks whatever language that was, let us know what they said. So now we can remove our shutting gun camera. We have exposed the one camera that looks very lonely now. The build quality on this thing is not great. The flash is freaking tiny compared to what flash usually looks like. Everything is hard soldered. Yeah, so nothing in this phone is modular. I just broke the speakers because they're hard soldered and I thought they weren't. Yes, the moral of this story is these phones are literally made to just scam people. I can't see anyone actually using this on their day-to-day lives. It just wouldn't make a lot of sense. So I closed the phone back up. Moral of the story is this phone's a piece of crap. It doesn't do anything for you. Just look at this. Can you imagine being lost and this is your only way home? There's no compass. Doesn't do anything. So if you're buying an iPhone 12 Pro Max, don't buy it sealed because you might find this in the box. Obviously, be wary of the notch and how the phone looks and shutting gun cameras. But yeah, aside from that, this has been a lot of fun. I enjoyed making this video. If you enjoyed this video, you should leave a like and subscribe and hit that bell notification button so that you can find out when I post again. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.